Well, it's mask day number 3 in our collab. So we have, I've had 2 others that I put up the day before and the day before that. So it is a collab. We're all doing giveaways. The way it's gonna work is there'll be a secret word for each day. So you need to put that on that day, but we're only gonna draw. Also, there's something I forgot to tell you last time. There's going to be a hashtag because you can't really do a like a playlist with all these videos. It wouldn't work very well. So we're just going to do a hashtag so you can find everybody, and we'll put their names down and stuff. So that's how you'll find everybody. And each day I'll have a different word. And then at the end, I'll draw, there's 7 days, so at the end I'll draw 1 through 7, and then that day, whoever commented on that day, that secret word will be the winner. That's how it's gonna work. And I keep promising I'll have what the giveaway is, and I keep not putting it together, so I'm working on it. I just get busy or lazy or whatever and don't do it. So, does that say? I'll have to read it later. So anyway, what we're doing today is something I'll probably do later, but I'm going to do this today. 10 things you don't know, or you may or may not know about me. They're questions. See if how many you can get right, how well you know me. And then people have been having this go around of 5 myths and 5 truths, and I don't really call them myths because to me a myth is different than, like 5 truths and a lie or whatever, and that's more what it is, because you're saying this thing is true and it's not, and that's not the same as a myth. So anyway, so I might do that, just not call it 5 myths because I don't think that's what they are. So there's 10 here, so tell me how many you get right, because I'll go through the questions. Give you time to write them down, so then you can tell me how many you got right, or keep them in your head if you can. I'll reread them when I read the answers. How about that? That'll make it easier. Where was I born? Number 2 is how many children do I have? Number 3 is how many grandchildren? I talk about those all the time, so you ought to know those. How many states have I lived in? That one's a toughie. I'm not sure anybody will get that one. What foreign country did I live in? I talk about that all the time. You ought to get that one. How old am I? I think it's on my About Me page, so you can cheat and go look there. Where do I live now? Name one of the 2 places I visited in 2022. I did a video series on both of them, so you ought to know one of those. What is my favorite color at the moment? It changes, but at the moment, over the last year or so, it's been this particular color. What's my favorite clothing styling service? So there you go. How'd you do? You don't know yet. I haven't given you the answers. Okay, we're gonna go over this again. Where was I born? I was born in Portland, Oregon. Oregon would have been fine. How many children do I have? 2. How many grandchildren do I have? 4. How many states have I lived in? I've lived in Oregon, California, Arizona, and Texas, so 4. It's not how many I've visited, but that's how many I've actually lived in. Not counting the next one, which is what foreign country did I live in? Japan. How old am I? 73. Where do I live now? I live in North Texas, or Corinth, which is the city I live in. Any of that would be okay. Name one of the 2 places I visited in 2022. I went on a cruise to Alaska, and I visited a friend in Costa Rica. So either one of those would be acceptable. What's my favorite color at the moment? Purple. Do you notice the dog hair all over it? It's a blanket he drags around and it's all dog hairy. I've just washed it earlier this week and it's already full of dog hair again. What's my favorite clothing styling service? Used to be Stitch Fix, then it was Fashion, but Stitch Fix is getting too expensive and they never send me anything I like. And Fashion's getting weird. Now it's like they send you this mystery bag of stuff that you can't send back. So yeah, I'm not about that. So my new latest favorite styling service is We Blessings. All right, so the other thing, the 5 truths and a lie thing, well, they're calling it 5 myths. Let me I want to look this up. I want to look up a definition of a myth, because I'm one of those people that I like things to be correct. A traditional story, especially one concerning the early history of a people or explaining some natural or social phenomenon, and typically involving supernatural beings or events. That's not the one I was thinking of. Number 2 is the one I was thinking. A widely held but false belief or idea. And there's an example. He wants to dispel the myth that sea kayaking is too risky or too strenuous. Yeah, a myth is something that the general population believes, but it's not really true. Kind of like an old wives' tale. It's a folklore genre. Oh yeah, when they're talking about myths, they're also talking about, Greek mythology and stuff like that. That also could be a myth. But the myths I'm thinking about are, stuff like if you eat chocolate, you'll get pimples. That's a myth, stuff like that. It's only been 7 minutes, so I need to leave this on a while longer. Oh, I was sitting here fiddling with what I was gonna do, my list of questions and stuff, and I kept hearing this thumping against the glass, and I look out and Kit's throwing his ball against the sliding glass door, wanting me to come out and play fetch with him. That dog is just too smart. And this morning, I'm awake, but I'm not up yet, and he gets in bed with me, and he scoots against my legs. So I move over a little bit to give him more room. He scoots against my legs again. I move over again, and he does it again. And I finally figured out what he's doing. He's not trying to cuddle up close. He's trying to push me out of bed so I'll get up and feed him. He's a little devil, that's who he is. Well, not a devil. He's a sweetie pie. He's just smart as a whip. Thinks circles around me, I guess. I don't know. He's something else. My daughter-in-law came over and wanted to meet him, and he kept growling at her. Not just a small little growl, not a I'm gonna rip your head off kind of growl, just a little warning, I'm afraid of you, leave me alone growl. So he kind of sat behind he's got a bed that's behind the dining room table, and he kind of stayed there in his bed looking at her like, don't come too close. When her husband was over the other day, my son, he didn't growl at him, but he was not paying him any attention. He went in the room that my renter's going to use, and just peeked to see what he was doing, but my son didn't pay me any attention, so he got near him because he wasn't coming in his territory, I guess. Well, it hasn't quite been 15 minutes, but I got things to do. I gotta go take this whole Stitch Fix thing back because I decided I didn't want any of it. I'm thinking of canceling Stitch Fix, but if I do, I might wait until I have to figure out when my yearly, where you get that, where you pay $49 and the whole year's free. of styling when that runs out and cancel then. That way I've got the option to get another fix if I decide I want one. I only get them every 3 months as it is. The next one's not due till May, so I got some time to think about it and decide whether I want to do that or not. I gotta get some cleaning done. On top of my dresser is bags of Temu that I've done the videos on it, but the stuff's all still in the bag, so I need to get some of that stuff put away or in use. I mean, some of it is, like those flowers I got, I put on the table and showed you that, and you know, the hair catcher thing for the bathtub, I put that in the bathtub, and just, you know, some stuff I've done something with, but a lot of it's still, so this I got from Temu. Let's see, it comes with this paper liner, but I've never figured out quite the best way to use those. Aloe vera moisturizing mask. So I gave in and I bought, I gotta quit doing this though, I can't afford it. I have one more Temu on the way, and then I think I'm gonna take a Temu, whatever, break for a while, because I can't afford to keep buying from them. This one was the most expensive one yet. It was like 50 bucks, but 20-ish of it was this thing I've been wanting, and everywhere I look, they're $90. It's a electric scrubber. It's got like a round scrub brushy thing that you can use to clean the tile in your bathroom, clean your sinks, clean the grout on your tile, on your floor, whatever. Been wanting one of those for a while, so this was only $18.99 or something like that, so it was a lot cheaper than the $89 I've seen them everywhere else. I don't know if this is as good, probably not, but you know, still it's way cheap, about 20% the cost of the other one. Alrighty, I guess I will let you all go. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, today's secret word is mask. Why not? All these masks we're doing, at least one of them ought to be a secret word. Ooh, this is really juicy. Put some on my, I can't get it up there. I want to put some on my dry elbows, but my sweater's, there, I got it up there, up in there. My sweater's pretty tight. Okay, so tomorrow, I think I'm going to do, maybe some new channels that you might not know, introduce you to some new channels. Ugh, my hands are sticky. Or fun facts, or maybe I'll combine the two, because, I mean, how long can you talk about 3 channels? You know, it's, yeah, they're great, there's a great channel, this is what they do, that's a minute. So I might combine the fun facts and the, you know, new friends for you to check out. Alrighty, love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. 7 days of this. I don't know why I signed up for this, but we'll do it. Talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.